you want to know my opinion on what I think, just keep on watching. Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and in today's video, as you already know by the title, we're going to be talking about how people be losing their jobs because of their TikToks. Yikes. So I guess it's not a bad thing for some people in America if it does get banned, because people are out here losing their jobs. Like,
you know, I don't know if this is happening to you guys, but I've been seeing an influx of people on TikTok losing their jobs over what they post. Anywhere from teachers, nurses, customer service reps, delivery drivers, you name it. And as soon as I see these videos, as soon as I see them, I can spot the ones that are going to result in a firing or termination. It's so obvious. And some of them don't even have like their job's name or their badge. It's just the content itself and the way that it's represented. If they're talking about work or anything to do with work whatsoever, a coworker, you can tell that person's going to get fired, and there's going to be a follow-up video. Well, y'all got fired. If you need your job, now if you don't need your job, you can just keep on scrolling. This video is not for you. But if your job is your livelihood, it's paying your bills, it's keeping you afloat, and you need the job in this economy and the way that people are not hiring right now, I would just say keep posting. I encourage you to keep posting, but keep work out of it. Keep work out of it. Don't ever put your livelihood in the hands of a post or a like or a view or a follower. Okay? Because at the end of the day, those people are not going to come and pay your rent next month. So keep that intact. Keep posting. That's your little side gig. But no, y'all need to, like, you know, come on now. Come on. We got to use some judgment. That's coming from a place of love. Love y'all. Bye.
you know what the saddest thing is with this and like the reactions that I've seen? It's not even young people that are losing their jobs. Like, there's some grown people losing their jobs. And when you've got a family to support, yeah, how are you going to come home and tell your spouse, oh, I lost my job today? And when they ask why, because of TikTok, like, bro, come on, like, what? This is nuts. Now, I've been let go in a job before, but it was a temporary job. So obviously at some point they were going to let me go. But yeah, like, some of these reactions, it's really sad. Like, they really was dependent on this job. And some of them, they wasn't even like doing a TikTok themselves. They were like in the background of someone else's video. They got caught doing something they weren't supposed to be doing, and they ended up losing their job. So then there's this like debate: should you film people without their permission? You know, like, you could be filming on the street. If people are walking past, are you gonna like crop them out or like Photoshop them out? You know what I mean? Because you be getting some people into trouble. Like, this is nuts. But yeah, let's get into some people's reaction.
So y'all know I'm always on here making like funny TikToks. When I be like on break at work and stuff, I be making TikToks. So the TikToks that I made just got me fired. They just fired my ass. So y'all be careful with posting TikToks, even if it's not your voice, even if you're not saying where you work at. You being in uniform and making certain TikToks with certain captions or anything can cause you to get fucking fired from your job at a clinic. And yeah, everything happened for a reason though. So I'm upset because I love my job, but it's okay. Like, but y'all be careful with them fucking TikToks, because...
So one of my friends just sent me this article. You can pause to read the title and then search it if you want to read the full thing. Long story short, Equifax used something called the work number to verify that some of their employees had multiple full-time jobs. Some people had 2 full-time jobs. Some people had 3 full-time jobs. And Equifax felt as though you cannot commit to 2 full-time jobs, so they decided to let go of 24 employees. Let me tell you what I think this means for other industries alike, because this article just came out a few days ago, like 2 days ago. I think companies are trying to find any way humanly possible to get people back into the office. Of course, when you're working remotely, you have the flexibility to make multiple commitments, such as having one part-time job and another full-time job. But there are many people who work 2 full-time jobs, even when they do have to go into the office. I think with something like this, it's going to give Equifax grounds to say we're revoking our work from home policy because employees are abusing their time. Now, with this article only being a few days old, I think a lot of industries are going to start to look into what their employees are doing when they're working from home. Like, do they have multiple commitments? Are they working 2 or 3 full-time jobs? Are they actually able to perform efficiently at work? Are they slipping up at work because they have multiple jobs? I think a lot of employers are going to start asking a lot of questions. Now, this brings me to my second point about employers just looking for any reason to fire people. We see a lot of people on TikTok getting fired for just posting on TikTok, just for like any reason, posting during a meeting, for posting that they worked at a company, posting their salary. Like, we've been seeing this for the past year now, of people just getting fired for being on TikTok. I really feel like all the people who post during work hours are going to start to see repercussions for those actions. Even if they didn't post anything that's proprietary, like, you know, there's a lot of people who do day in the lives and they show like the whole map layout of the company office. Like, I 100% feel like certain companies don't want that for security reasons. So that could be grounds for termination. And I just feel like with the recession and the state of the economy, like, companies get creative when they're looking for reasons to fire people rather than lay you off so they don't have to pay unemployment benefits. But those are just my random thoughts. You should read the article and let me know what you think. I just wanted to add this because some people may ask, you don't always qualify for unemployment insurance. If you're fired and the reason you were fired is for misconduct or showing serious or intentional disregard for your employer's interests, you may not get unemployment. That's why I said that in that last clip. So be careful about what you're doing, posting, because I just feel like employers get creative during times like this.
Well, I just got fired off my job for making a TikTok video. I'm not even sure what video they fired me over. But look, y'all be careful. I'll post a video after this one. But y'all be careful making these TikTok videos because evidently they're letting people go. So I'll share the video with y'all.
Over the past several weeks, we have noticed a pattern of behaviors that violates our company policies. Specifically, there have been multiple instances of excessive use of TikTok during work hours. As you know, our policy requires employees to remain focused on their work tasks during business hours in order to maintain productivity and ensure we do meet our goals. Unfortunately, your actions have impacted your performance and the team's overall productivity. So, unfortunately, after careful consideration and review of the situation, we have decided to terminate your employment with the company effective immediately. I know this decision is difficult news and we want to support you during this transition. So we're going to definitely make sure that we give you your final paycheck, any benefits that you are entitled to, and any assistance programs available to you. But we definitely appreciate your contributions. I know this is terrible news, but at this time, it is going to be best for the company.
I'm just trying to understand as far as what TikTok. I didn't do anything that violate any rules or anything. I don't understand.
Well,
So I lost my job today. Very unexpectedly, I logged on to work this morning after being off for a week and out of town with my daughter for a dance competition. Totally expecting that meeting to be kind of a catch-up session with my boss. And this lady hops on that I don't recognize. Now, we just hired somebody, and I believe today's her first day. And so I naively, for a moment, thought, this must be the new girl, because she was going to be part of our team and report to the same manager as me. So I thought, maybe this is a formal introduction or, what have you. And lo and behold, the new person that was on the call was actually HR. My boss was a little late to the call, and when she hopped on, she was visibly disturbed. I could tell she was really uncomfortable, and I immediately said, "What's up?" And she rattled off a few things in probably under 30 seconds and then hopped off the call and let HR take the rest. Now, I've been in leadership in the past. I've been a boss. I know the deal. So I'm not totally surprised by how the call went. What I'm super surprised about is their reasoning for letting me go. So supposedly my performance hasn't been up to par. But interestingly enough, I had an annual review 2 months ago, and despite not getting a very big raise, I did get a very good review. Matter of fact, my boss rated me higher in every single category than I rated myself. That was just 2 months ago. So I'm super confused. I got most of my crying out earlier, but it might happen again on this video. I'm really just here to vent because I'm frustrated and I'm scared. The job market is terrible. I have about $6,000 in monthly expenses, and they only gave me 1 month severance. I have things I can do to fall back. That's not what I'm here for. I'm here to really, besides vent, talk about looking at the brighter side. Today's July 15th, 2024, and I stumbled across digital and affiliate marketing a year ago, almost a year to the day. And I didn't do anything with it for several months. And then when I did start doing things with it, I was really struggling with balancing my day job, my teaching job, and then also trying to get a business started. So maybe this is the doorway that will allow me to really focus on my business. I have 2 businesses, actually. The first niche is the wealth niche, which is sharing my story, sharing my journey, and providing people references and links to the products that I purchased and used to develop my business. The other is my actual business, which is related to dance. And I've been in the idea phase for a lot longer than I initially intended. And that's just, I think a lot of that has to do with fear. It means so much to me. And the thought of failing is really scary. But now the thought of being homeless is really scary. I'm a single parent with 2 kids, and $6,000 a month in expenses is a lot of money, especially when I only have 1 month severance. And, the job market right now is terrible. When I got this job, it took 2.5 months, that process. So I'm trying to give myself today to feel all of my feelings and all of that stuff, but that time crunch is no joke. So I guess this is yet another restart post for me to get back into focusing on my business, because I am going to need not just another source of income, but a source of income. And I think before I took it for granted that, I have a job and I can take my time, and now I don't have that. So yeah, that's that. If anybody else is in this boat, I sympathize with you, and it sucks. And I hope that everything works out for you, whatever that looks like. But I guess I need to hit the pavement and start really focusing on my business. Of course, I'm going to be looking for another job as well in the meantime, because you can never have too many eggs in the basket. But I got to get started. So this is day one of being unemployed and trying to forge forward. So if you have any suggestions, anything that may have helped you, whether it's getting a new job in the market, or if it's, if it was a situation like this, I know there's a few people that I follow that this exact thing happened to them and they were successful as a result. And I hope that's me. But if you have any suggestions or advice to give or any kind words, I am totally open to those. Have a great day.
Whew, that last woman, listen, I felt it. As much as people are like, I'm not trying to cry on camera. Some people just say it for attention, but I really felt it for that woman in that video. But yeah, she was preaching at the end. She was saying some good, like, factual stuff, like, I think she said she had two businesses. One's, flourishing and one's just getting off the ground. Listen, when they let me go at that other place, so it was the biggest supermarket in the UK. I'm not trying to drop no names here. I went to another supermarket, and that supermarket was hell. Like, it was hell on earth. I've never had a job where I've gone home and I've cried. I used to come home, vent to my partner, and he was like, just leave. And I was just like, I need the money, and there was a reason why I was working. It was to get me a better chance in moving, so I had to work. You know what? Madly enough, I caught COVID. So these were during those times, and I thank God for it, because then once I got better, I was like, nah. When you've had that near death experience, because my COVID was really bad, like, it affected my lungs, I was struggling to breathe. I was just like, if you think I've made it through this COVID, this sickness, or you think I'm working at this job that I can't stand, that I'm going home crying about, I was like, I handed in my notice, and then they were begging me to stay. Can you imagine? But before I got sick, they were like, you need to do this, you need to do that. As soon as I had my notice in, they're begging me, because loads of people were leaving. And because it was during COVID, obviously, more people were ordering stuff online. So obviously, we were working around the clock. And yeah, it was a whole shit show. But then the biggest supermarket that let me go, I worked at another supermarket in a different area. And I've worked there for 3 years. I recently left there this year. It's because of, like, childcare, and right now I just need to focus on my kids. So I'm a stay-at-home mum right now, and obviously being a content creator for you guys. But yeah, like that woman said, find different ways to bring in income. So I'm starting my hair business. Show you my little thing in the background in case you're always wondering, like, why she got like loads of like mannequins and stuff. But yeah, I'm trying to start my own hair business. Obviously, I'm doing YouTube. I've got another YouTube channel, and I'm thinking to create another one. But yeah, I've got my TikTok shop. So yeah, you know what I mean. I'm trying to find different ways of income, and then I've got like old clothes slash new that I've like can't fit me no more, so I'm selling those. But yeah, you definitely have to find different ways of income, especially when you just lose your job. Listen, if I want you to take anything away from this video, we're all talented. We've all got something that makes us unique and that people love about us. Listen, I'm good at hair. I've got two sisters. I would say I'm the best at doing hair. I've got one sister that can't do hair, and the other one, she can only do like braids and stuff. I can do braids and wigs. So, you know what I mean? Like, we've all got our special thing. So, literally, tap into that, I would say, and just try and make a business or try and make money off your talent. But yeah, guys, that's it for this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe and share. And let me know in the comments, have you got your own business, or are you thinking about doing something? Have you been fired? And if you have, what did you do? But yeah, guys, thank you for watching. I'll see you in my next one.